So I always wanted to know how much my camera and equipment weighs, especially this is my setup and I should weigh this. So I'm going up. Ew. 90 kilograms, 90 kilograms, so yeah, that's a lot. Anyways, once in a while somebody emails me or calls me and asks me a question, what camera and what year they need to start working as a photographer. And in today's video I'm gonna answer all that, but first I'm gonna get rid of all this nonsense because it's heavy and I'm a woman, it's really heavy. So for those watching my channel first time and wondering who is this crazy person, my name is Zdenka Darula and I work as a professional photographer. When I get asked what type of camera new photographers should buy, people usually expect me to tell them exactly what camera model they should buy. If DSLR, or a mirrorless, if Canon or Nikon, if small or big, if pink or blue, I'm just joking. They sometimes even send me 2 camera models and they expect me to tell them which one is better. First of all, realize what your budget is. Some people are saving for their first camera for a very long time, or they even take loan, and then you will have no money left for stuff like memory cards, batteries, marketing, editing software, photography lessons. You know, there's always so many different costs involved when it comes to photography, whenever you are buying a new camera or even when you are upgrading. So when I was buying this camera, which is Canon 5D Mark III, I realized that the memory cards I was using in my previous model are simply not enough for this camera. The number of images I could take on those memory cards with this one literally shrunk in half. So I went to the store and I picked up some extra memory cards and batteries, and you know, it was right away $200 extra. On top of it, I took some photos with this camera and videos and I uploaded it to the computer, and I realized that my computer is way too slow, so I had to even upgrade my whole computer. So for me, I totally didn't expect it, and it was very huge. It was a very big expense for me to do this whole upgrade. So bottom line, don't go crazy expensive because you're gonna be broke and stressed out. All you're gonna be thinking how to make money, and you don't even know how to use your new camera yet. So once you know your budget, go to your preferred camera store, grab a few camera models, hold them in your hands, test it out, see how it feels. If you live in Toronto or you travel to Toronto quite often, I have actually a perfect person for you. His name is Patrick NG. He works in this huge camera store right in downtown Toronto. I included his contact in the video description below, and he knows everything about camera, so he's the person to talk to. When I was choosing my first camera, I was deciding between Canon and Nikon. I went with Canon after all because I used to live close to my other friend Paul, which happens to be a photographer as well. And he suggested that we borrow each other's gear or cameras in case ours break down. And it actually did. My camera broke down and I borrowed his, and unfortunately it broke down as well. It's a true story. He didn't tell me until this day what really happened with his camera. I still feel very bad about it. There is quite a big difference between brands. So again, you want to hold them in your hands, take a few photos, see if you like the results, and see what you really feel in your gut, which one is better for you. I wouldn't just read about it online or read reviews and order it without even testing it out. Now, you've seen my tools, at least part of it. Let me pull out what I would really get when starting out. So you will need your camera body. I would also suggest to get this 50mm lens, 1.5. It's truly the best. It's only about $100. It's a true view. What you see through your eyes, that's what you see in the camera. There's no distortion whatsoever. The quality of images is amazing. Then you will obviously need some extra memory cards, and you will also need some extra batteries. And that is all you need to start right from the beginning. That will be seriously enough just to learn how to use your camera properly and how to work in natural light. And if you really insist on getting more stuff, then I would strongly suggest this golden and silver reflector, and then also white diffuser. They're both 42 inches. Just so you know, I linked some of my favorite products below in a video description, so check it out. And one step above would be flash, and that's all. Even that can be really overwhelming at the beginning because there's so much you need to learn about photography when you're starting out. So there you have it, nice and compact, exactly the way I like it. You know, I normally don't drag all this crazy equipment with me. I like it very small and compact and light. And when you use all the equipment I was actually mentioning here in this video, you can produce these really nice photos just like these. Alright, so now the truth, I'm gonna weigh myself and I'm gonna compare those two weights, and obviously I'm gonna deduct it. So how much do I really weigh? Let's look at the scale. 68,4 kilo. I hope you understood. Now you can do the calculation, you can find out how much my equipment and camera really weighs. Well, I hope you got some pointers from my today's video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for all the future videos. For those wondering how heavy is my equipment, it is actually 43 pounds. I'll calculate it, it's 43 pounds. Wow, that's a lot of weight. So if you have any questions or comments or would like to request a video on a certain topic, don't be shy and comment below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week again. Ciao, ahoy.